Hello everybody and welcome back to LEGO Star Wars The Quest for R2-D2. I'm warmed up, I 100%ed the first 4 levels, so my old progress saved. I used that platinum brick to upgrade my damage like I did last time, so we're basically where we were when we left off last time. We're just gonna keep on chugging along. So we gotta take out all the droids so we can find R2's blueprints and, you know, not have them fall into the wrong hands. I think there's like hyperspace routes on here or something. I think that's canon to the show. But, oh, I remember these levels. I don't like the desert-esque levels. They're typically harder. I'm gonna prioritize upgrading my damage first because it'll help me clean through objects and enemies faster. In this session that I've done this morning, I have not died yet. Well, at least I would hope I wouldn't die yet, cleaning through a kid's game that I've already vlogged an hour on. But, you know, damage helps you get through faster, and I really don't need health right now, and I really haven't used my force attacks to this point, like, hardly at all. I've tried to use my dash a little bit, because you kind of, like, double tap and then press X like that. That can be a little bit clunky, but we'll see how I'm feeling when I'm in the heat of battle. Yeah, you clean through those droids so much faster with a damage boost, and if I have both damage bricks by the end of these next couple of levels, I'm gonna be borderline unstoppable if I'm paying attention. Yeah, that's what I remember about these. There's a lot of jumping spots, and if you fall, you straight up lose a life, so you gotta be very, very careful. And I don't love the jump mechanics in this game, because you don't really jump all that far, and you really have to be quick with your double jump tap. If you're even the slightest bit delayed, it doesn't register, and you just die. I barely made that jump. There's got to be enemies over here. I'll top off that health pod when I'm done cleaning through these guys. Why did I dash off the map? Why did I respawn over here as well? Yeah, that's... you gotta be really careful with when you use those dashes, because if I double tap and then press X, I dash off the map. So, I need to be real careful with that. What's this area over here? Ugh, barely made that jump. I think there is a brick over here, which is why this is so out of the way. No brick? Really? Now I gotta do all this jumpy Jew again. And I mean, if there is something to sacrifice for, like, the gold medal stats, it's gotta be your lives. You get most of your stuff from crystals. So, I mean, if I lose lives, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I would much rather lose lives from fall damage than from, you know, dying to enemies that I can beat easily, like so. I also don't know why there's some areas in the game that just have sealed off walls and then like a hallway in the sealed wall that you can't really get to. I don't really know what the point of designing all that was, just giving the developers extra work, but, you know, I play the games, I don't make them. I forget if there is a brick on top of that. Because in some of these, there are bricks on top of stuff. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about that gem, because that's just death waiting to happen. I don't need that in my life. I don't need every single gem if it's going to cost me lives. I need to be very careful, because I can only afford one more fall, and if I die with 0 lives left, I have to start the whole level over. And I don't feel like doing that, because as I alluded to last episode, there is no, like, game saving in this offline version of this game, because you needed an online account to save back in the day. And that's not a thing here, so I would very much like to not die so I can get through this as fast as possible, because I'm dedicating basically my entire Saturday to playing this. There's gotta be harder enemies that are coming up here. I vaguely remember super battle droids, or at least much harder battle droids, and I can't remember if there was droidekas at one point. I think there were. But one other reason I don't like these, like, I think this is supposed to be Geonosis. This gives kind of a Geonosis vibe. I don't like the Geonosis-esque levels because of some of the hard enemies and the jumping. There's a lot of janky jumping going on. Oh, much needed heal pod over there, and there's our brick. We'll give that the old damage upgrade when we get back to the hub. Oh yeah, there's random clones that spawn out of boxes. I forgot about that. That also happened in, like, level 3, and I didn't realize it until my last run through this morning, so I need to get into a habit of busting open those boxes. Yeah, you get a crap ton of stuff from crystals, so I honestly don't need to worry that much about my lives so long as I survive. And that only took about 8 minutes. I'm averaging like 5 to 8 minutes a level, and I am now a gifted commander, because we're like that. So with our damage up... Oh, I guess I can improve my jumping. I kind of glazed past that. We're going to improve jumping next time, because I really don't need a health upgrade right now. My only deaths have really been fall damage, so we'll improve our jump next time. Alright, mission 6. Clean through the droids again. Clean up on aisle 6! Why am I running into these lasers? I also don't love the laser hitboxes, because I'm already, like, half dead. I recognize I'm not the best at jumping over those, but I think the hitboxes with those are a little touchy. I dashed through the lasers instead of jumping over them. It's fine. We respawn like it never happened. Aha! When there is a railing opening and a red crystal like that, that means bonus area. I vaguely remember this one. There's gotta be a brick over here with all this maneuvering. Or, I guess it's just a separatist ship. Some of those just spawn randomly, and you can't really do anything with them. They're just kind of there for aesthetic appeal, I guess. There's also been a distinct lack of healing pods over here, and I needed to survive this exchange if I want to get to it. Okay. Oh my god, why are you camping in the corner? I hate when they're behind the doors like that. Oh, it took out like a quarter of my health because I wasn't ready for it. There also looks like there's multiple turrets over here. I remember dying a lot as a kid to these multi-turret areas, so I need to be careful. Okay, turrets aren't as bad as I remember. You just gotta be brave and you gotta charge at them headlong and hit the crap out of them, which I'm very good at doing. That's my main strategy in most video games. Just charge forward blindly, swing your stick of death, and hope for the best. This one we gotta reactivate an amplifier. Create a subspace wave that will knock out their entire defense system. That sounds fun. Let's do that. Yes! I remember this. I remember this section having a platinum brick. Oh, 10-year-old memory. You served me so well. That didn't touch me. You have to time those laser deflections very, very well. If it's not basically perfect, you get hit. And that, I guess that's another small gripe I have. When you play your nostalgic games, you tend to overlook some things that, you know, weren't great about the game. Some of the mechanics aren't as polished, but I mean, it's a Lego Flash Kids game. Like, I'm not gonna bash on it too hard. Like, the premise of it is very fun. Like, again, literally dedicating my entire Saturday to playing this all the way through. Skedaddle, skedoodle. Your communications are now a noodle. I have unlocked Obi-Wan Kenobi! What does that entail? So, if I unlock the new character, do I get to play as him for the rest of these Jedi levels? I need to see. Okay, his R2 meter starts over.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, so his platinum bricks, every character can only get their own platinum bricks in their own run-through. But I think Obi-Wan, yeah, the unlockable characters have more health. His health is already maxed out. We're going to explore that after we clean through with Anakin. But that is good to know, that we can get him unlocked very quickly. Max out the jump for Annie Boy. And that was, what, level 7 we just did? So there are 15 levels, if I'm counting correctly. So I guess if you get through level 7 with your baseline character, you get to unlock the other one. Turn off that racket! Find the source of the sound and destroy it. What are you rotten kids doing on my lawn? You're being too loud. Oh yeah, I jumped so much higher. Oh my god, that's a total game changer. I jumped so much higher on the double jump. That is going to eliminate a lot of problems very quickly. Also, I guess I do just remember here, some of these levels have basically the same layout. I don't really know what much of the difference is between them, because this is like the level 1 layout. We're in level 8, or I guess mission 8. And I think the only difference is the enemies get harder toward the end of the level. I think that's really the only big difference. So it's nice to kind of have that mental layout on your head of what's going to be where. Okay, I need to cheese this. I need to jump over here and just get a lick of health and then just take out the rest of these guys. Okay, had to finagle that a little bit, but we're good. No. Oh yeah, I forgot these spawn now. Yeah, there's a lot more lasers in places where they were not before. I forget, is there a brick back here? There is! I remember things. Oh, there's our clone buddy. There we go. Hey, buddy, can you, not practice your shot and actually use it instead? That'd be cool. There's our super battle droid. Yeah, you went down pretty easy, didn't you? I think my clone buddy helped out with that. Oh yeah, I remember these. They have, like, little, purple plasma things in the middle. I don't know how I broke that all the way over there, but, you know, Lego game logic. I think to get the whole exploration bonus, you need to break every breakable. I don't think I need to collect every single crystal. I've now broken everything. I'm just gonna get all these. I'm not gonna worry about the one crystal down there. I don't think that will greatly affect our score. All right, let's get our health bolstered. Haboingus. And we're on to what? Level 9? Level 9 here. I don't like how they're all scattered about. Prepare signal emitter. May the force be with you. Always, dude. Yeah, there's my health boost there in the upper left. You can see where my original health was, and then there's a tiny little boost on top of it. I think the second health upgrade is way bigger than the first one, if I remember correctly. I also don't remember if the health pods upgrade with you, meaning if you're at, like, literally 1 HP, like 1 hit away from dying with your fuller health meter, and you use the entire health pod at night, might not heal all of your upgraded health. It might just heal the baseline health bar, so we'll have to see how that pans out. I also don't know if they put more than 1 health pod in a level past, you know, like X amount of levels. Like once we get to the final 5 levels, will there be more health pods? I really don't know. Why are you standing over here? You're dumb. Oh, I have so much less anxiety with the maxed out jump that I did at the start of the game. It's unbelievable how big of a difference that is. Makes life so much easier. I think there's a level coming up soon where you save like a marooned gunship, and I can't remember if Captain Rex is a part of that crew, but I remember that being a harder level, but also a really fun level. Very challenging. The hearty amount of challenging. Ow! No, that didn't touch me! Ugh, that's so stupid. Ah, there's a nicely placed brick where I can max out my health next level. Okay, I have like maybe 30% of my health here, and I think there's a super battle droid up there somewhere. There's gotta be, yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, and all the turrets. Yeah, if I survive this, I'll be very happy and somewhat surprised. Oh. Wow. That was interesting. So this transmitter we build. It's all about what you want built or destroyed and when you want it built or destroyed, I guess. It's kind of cookie cutter, but I mean, it's fun. It's just fun to play through. It's a kid's game. Don't think about it too much. Max out the health, and then I guess hit distance would help down the line, but we're gonna max out the health. The basic skills are what matter most. I really don't use a lot of my force skills. Battle for this planet's heating up due to its central location in the system. Both our side and the Separatists have planted triangulation nodes here to try and track R2. We have to destroy theirs before they attack ours, or we may never see our friend again. Yeah, that's bad. We don't want that. Dang. That was a nice exchange. Oh yeah, and this is hidden back here. I forget that they hide some of these behind the walls. That's why you check everything. You never know what you'll find. I don't need to go by the big scary lasers. I can get all the money instead. Ah, here's our brick just 10 feet to our right. That works. Ah, there's our strategically placed clone trooper. I have a gripe with that sound effect, and he died immediately. That's great. I have a gripe with that sound effect. That's a Separatist blast sound and not a Republic blast sound. Just saying. Okay, go get him, Tiger. He couldn't even get one battle droid. I thought we trained our clones better than that. Oh yeah, I forgot the crystals, like, for this one to drop into the ground if you don't get them properly. Okay! We still almost got about 1,500 crystals there, even though I skipped a bunch. That's a lot. We're ready for 11... Yes, here's our attack gunship. One of our Republic attack gunships was hit by Separatist fire during a recon fight, and we lost all communications. This craft has the best decoding experts in our fleet on board, and we need to rescue them at any cost. Yeah, we need to get the boys home and get them to work on finding R2. There's our brick over there. Some of them are very, very obvious where they are. Some of them, you gotta look a little bit. That's one of the obvious ones. I haven't had a heal pod anywhere in this level. Your boy needs one. I'm gonna die. Yeah, there's the gunship over there, and there's still no sign of a heal pod anywhere. Some of these levels just don't have them, and I don't really get that. It doesn't need to be that hard, guys. Yeah, there was no way I was getting out of that in the corner. I forget, if I use the Force to build here and repair the gunship, does that give me clones to use? Do they just kind of spawn out of nowhere? No? Okay, I guess I'm just repairing the ship to use for no clones to pilot it. I've never kind of understood that hole before, or realized that that was a hole there. Because there should be at least 4 clones in here. 2 pilots, 2 gunners. I didn't get a ton of crystals in that level. I barely cracked 1,000, but that should be enough for a bonus. Yeah, well enough for a bonus. Works for me. Then we can upgrade our hit distance a little more. Yay. Oh, that would have knocked me off the map and killed me if I didn't time that jump right, because there's backlash to these. Oh, I'm glad I timed that well. Get through there! Brick! It's fun. Anybody remember that Phineas and Ferb reference?
It's fun.
What? I got all of them except one, because I missed one blaster. Well, guess what? I respawn, boy. And I get hit immediately and dash off the map. Nice! I love that so much. And I respawn and about walk off the map again. Fine movements, people. Fine movements. Cool. All droids die. I die twice. Ugh. Alright, what do I want to upgrade next? I've got a brick. I don't think you can upgrade everything with one character. There's just not enough bricks to do it. We'll do more damage. Because charge speed, as you see, just knocks me off the map. And I don't need that in my life. Okay, we're ready for 13. Take the ship, kill droids. Manja, manja. Yeah, I remember this level. I think there's a crap ton of enemies toward the end, and this is about the point where I die. Why am I all the way back here? Why did I go all the way back here with that respawn? But I do remember dying in that particular corner, because I think this is level 13 that we're on right now. Level 13, right? Yeah, level 13. Because I remember the end of this is also really spammy. So we gotta be really careful. But I would usually die around this corner because I'd lose a life. Yeah, there's the health pot. I needed the whole level, and it doesn't matter now. Ugh, I don't love the health pod placement. Because it's either at the very beginning or the very end of the level. It's very rarely in the middle where you actually need it. Ow! Stop! Why were you in midair? Okay, there's our clone. Yeah, we're gonna get around the corner here, and it's gonna get ridiculous. I hope he follows me, because I probably could have used him for that last horde I took. Okay, he's following me. He's just kind of running around. There we go. Good job, buddy. Okay, just stay alive long enough so I can actually use you. And you too. Yeah, I see super battle droids. There we go. Go on, get them. Go on, get them. Then you're just gonna stand there and die like an idiot. Okay, that works. Let's break all the breakables and then get on out of here. I am an experienced Grandmaster. I can't remember if there's a rank higher than that. But I think this is our last level before we rescue R2. Okay, destroy separatist frequency filters. Can do. Oh, I don't like being in that spot. I very much don't like that. Oh, being trapped in that corner is not fun. And half my health is gone. Lovely. Okay, now see, there's a strategically placed heal pod. I would say we're about a third to about halfway through the level, and 2/3 of my health is gone. So let's just top that off real quick. Thank you. Okay, but why do we need lasers here? Like, that just defeats the fun of everything. I want to get all of my flashy crystals consecutively and not have to work around all this nonsense. Oh, that's just cruel, putting those crystals in the middle of that. I should only need like 1,000 crystals for the bonus, so we're pretty close to that. So I'm not gonna worry about all that. We're gonna worry about whatever the heck's over here. Why did it not let me jump? Why? Don't do this to me now. Oh my god, it about did it again. Ooh, so much anxiety from that. All my anxiety from this game stems from my inability to jump properly. Please just get over here. Thank you. And another healing pod that truly doesn't matter now since I up and died. Brick! I'm glad I went over here. See, I remember there being this slice of land here in one of these levels, and one of them had a brick. I just forgot which one it was. We're getting more super battle droids in this sequence. Okay, that was fun. Let's smash her up and go rescue R2. The next level should be the last one for Anakin. Alright, we'll do some more damage here. And we should be rescuing R2 here. Deactivate targeting computer. The moment of truth has come at last. We've located a position where we're certain that we'll be able to download the secret blueprints. The bad news is the separatists have accessed our targeting computer, and if we don't shut it down, our final attack will be a disaster. We're all counting on you, and so is R2. I forget if there were, like, mini-films to go with this. I know there was some fan-made stuff. I kind of did some searching on the internet and YouTube. I think there was some fan-made stuff. But I don't know if it was, like, official clips of this that we'll find here. Yeah, this is a way different layout. Yeah, I remember there being a ton of boxes and then the ships outside the window. I like the glass floors. I wish they incorporated those more in the levels. I really like the looks of those. And you could see a Magna Guard ship down there, or maybe that's Grievous's ship, because sometimes he flew that. I think that's the first time I've tapped out a health pod. I just beat a whole horde of enemies over here. Even when there's no, like, glowing green circles left, there's the yellow dash line that floats on the bottom. That's not floating on the bottom now, so I tapped that whole thing out. That's the first time I've had to do that. Ow. I never time those well. I always freeze when I need to jump properly, and then I press the attack button and not the jump button. So we're probably gonna need to die and reset our life bar here. I don't know if there's another heal pod around here. I think when you get to this point with Ventress, there's a heal pod. All the levels vary slightly depending on who your character is, and yeah, there I go. I got 2 lives left, we're good. This last level is probably the longest, because this is probably the 4th or 5th area I've been into already, and there is no end in sight. I think there's one more section even after this that we need to get to. Oh yeah, all the turrets, all the funnies, all the funsies, and this doesn't even look like our last area. Oh my god. That's not even the end of the level. Why are there so many lasers? I gotta be close. This is like the end of episode 1 where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Darth Maul have to wait between all those lasers. But we gotta be close. We have to be so incredibly close. Wait, was that R2? That's R2 floating in space! I'm coming, buddy! R2's right there! I'm coming, buddy! Oh my god, do I really have to jump all the way over here to knock those over and get the 100% completion bonus? Yeah, this is when it gets insane. Where there's turrets and enemies everywhere. And I also like the more wide open area and more, you know, more visuals for the last level. Yes, I knew there was a healing pod back there. I very much need it. Thank you. Not even sure it healed me all the way. It healed me at least 95%, but needed every ounce of that. I wonder what this could possibly be telling me. They missed an opportunity to do that in more levels. Okay, just making sure I have the right jump mechanics here. Oh my god, I jumped in midair. How did I not die? Oh my god, that is such a leap of faith. Ooh, that's 4. Yay, a brick that I really don't need at this point. I don't understand what the point of this being here in the last level is. We gotta be close. Yep, this is the end. That's the big, scary boxes. Yeah, destroy device. Yeah, I gotta worry about not dying first. Oh, one more turn. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Great, we did it. Can we get to our boy R2 now? Please. 46,000 crystal bonus. I didn't get everything. Oh, I missed a part of the level. I must have forgotten a breakable somewhere. Okay, I did it. Where's R2? Is it just the credits? I did it! I have received a fragment of R2's signal. Maybe I need to get the rest with Obi-Wan. Okay. Yeah, we did it! 3 melons and Lego. Awesome. Now what? We just go back to the character screen. Yeah, data received. Click here to open file. Maybe I can't do that on the offline version. It is the will of the Force that you're at my side. That was... Yeah, data received. Click to open file. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, well, I can upgrade my charge speed, even though it doesn't really matter. Where's the music? It's uncomfortably quiet. Okay, I am an experienced Grandmaster after all that, so... That takes about a little over 2 hours to do all those levels with one character. I don't know if there's much else with Obi-Wan, but we'll see. The Sith side will be a little bit different. I don't really know how I'm going to split these yet. I think I'm going to split them by character, but I'm going to take a break, make some ramen for lunch, and then hop back on for a few hours and do the rest of the characters. Thank you all for watching LEGO Star Wars: The Quest for R2-D2, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Peace out.